for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got it to Hilton. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Anthony Barr gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To throw is Prescott, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Donald Driver, 30 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys.
Let's go! With the score, Cowboys 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Peterson out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 29, Prescott. That's complete to Sharp. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here go 46. Here go kill. 26.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Kill. 47.
Come on now.
26.
Prescott now. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one complete to Driver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Donald Driver with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Prescott, and the catch made by Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Now Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's coming. Double up. 80 weapons.
Final play of the half. Cousins. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Cousins. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And able to find Kirk complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Let's go.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they take a knee. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man sharp, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throwing, Prescott.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught by Jackson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins now. That's caught by Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that route.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 24, Cousins sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Here's Jackson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A game there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Cousins to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Leave it. What's that?
On second down, Cousins again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. Throwing, Cousins, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now Brown, nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've broken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's complete. It's Gordon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw is Cousins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
One time. Tight end right. 3 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
3 down. Now here's the line. Third and 2.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down. Here's Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Brown, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
53, check 53. Go, tackle, go, we got this, we got this.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off by...
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cousins on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time now with James White. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Get 300. Get 300.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Deshaun Jackson on the
Let's go.
return.
Let's go.
The
Let's go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins now. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cousins. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sean Phillips in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bryant is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On second down, they'll run with White. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with White. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. James White, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Rodgers now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had. Yeah, in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Kill. Turn it up. Let's 50. Check your hot read. Check 37. You draw forfeit. Hey, yo.
Cousins to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins. That one complete to Driver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Matt Bryant on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here?
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They stay on the ground with White. White's got a first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. To throw, Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Phillips bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Carson. call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge,